Alright, we're going to multiply these two radical binomials the same way that we do polynomial binomials, where we multiply each term by the other. So we're going to multiply 3 root 2 times both the terms over here. 3 root 2 times the 3 root 2 is 9 square root of 4. Again, when we do that, we multiply the stuff outside of the radical together and the stuff inside the radical together. And then the 3 root 2 times 4 would give us a positive 12 root 2. Okay, and then we multiply the negative 4 through. Negative 4 times the 3 root 2 is negative 12 root 2. And the negative 4 times the positive 4 is a negative 16. And simplifying this, the positive 12 root 2 and the negative 12 root 2 cancel each other out. This 9 times square root of 4 would turn into 9 times 2. And so this becomes 9 times 2 minus the 16. And again, because those 12 root 2's cancel each other out, simplifying this all the way down would give us 18 minus 16, which equals 2. Alright, and now there's an alternative to this process. Because of what we're multiplying together here, we're multiplying two things that are conjugates of each other. And again, a conjugate is a binomial that is exactly the same, except for one has an addition and one has a subtraction in them. So let's talk about that process. This is also known as the difference of squares, or the multiplication of conjugates. So we'll be using this formula up here in blue, where a plus b times a minus b is a squared minus b squared. And what we'll get when we perform that on this would be, this is our a, the 3 root 2, and our b is the 4. So we'll get 3 root 2 squared minus the 4 squared, which then equals 9 times 2, because the square root of 2 squared is just 2, minus 16, which gives us the 18 minus 16, which is 2, like we got previously. So this method is a quicker method of multiplying these together and an important method. And again, why this works when you multiply two conjugates is because of that canceling that happened in that other version we had. When you multiply two conjugates, you always get this thing where these middle terms right here will be exactly opposites of each other and cancel each other out. So in general, you can skip that step if you have conjugates. And you don't need to do all 4 multiplications. You can just focus on the multiplications on the end, or the squaring of those terms.